All right, so I never ever make you watch two videos on the same day, especially when the first one's almost 15 full minutes. But I promise this one's super short. I just want to make sure you understand how to do your homework before you start. So I'm actually going to give you two answers. So if that makes you feel better about having to watch two videos, then there we go. All right, so they give you the points to plot, and then they want you to find the area, which sounds pretty easy. But if you don't remember your area formulas, it's going to be a nightmare. So if you need to pull back up your notes from those lessons, feel free to do so. So let's plot the points first. So -3, +4, 4, 4, 4, -2, and -3, -2. So hopefully you can see right away that this is either a rectangle or a square. Hard to tell right now without knowing the length of the sides, but we can figure that out. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So all we have to do now is figure out the length of each side. So in other words, we're going from this line to this line. So how many squares is that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the length of this side is 6. Now I'm going from this line to this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So since they're not the same, I do know now that it is a rectangle. So now if you remember the formula for area of a rectangle, it is length times width. So all I need to do is 7 times 6, and I get my answer of 42. Okay, that one was easy because it was rectangle. You do have a couple parallelograms, trapezoids, triangles, so just be careful and remember those formulas. This one right here is obviously going to be a triangle. So 3, 3, 3, -2, and then -2, -2. Okay, so here's my triangle. Remember, the formula for a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So draw your line so you can clearly see where you're going. So from here to here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My base is 5. Let's see how tall my triangle is. So once again, from this line to this line, you're not going to have any halves. Okay, that's why I'm drawing these lines to hopefully you can clearly see. Here's the top of my triangle. Here's the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now if you remember the formula for area of a triangle, it was base times height divided by 2. So we're doing 5 times 5, which is 25. And then 25 divided by 2 is going to leave you with 12.5. Okay, so the area of that one is 12.5. I am going to do this one because I think this one's a trapezoid if I remember correctly. Let's just do it real quick. I promise this is the last one to be under 5-minute video. -1, +2, -3, -1, 1, -1, and 3, 2. Oh, it's a parallelogram. Okay, so once again, that formula was base times height divided by 2. Don't let these slanted lines confuse you. You don't have any halves. We're going to count every unit as a whole. So my base from this line to this line. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. My base is 4. Now, how tall is my parallelogram? So in other words, from the bottom to the top, how many squares do we have? 1, 2, 3. So my height is 3. If you remember the formula for area of a parallelogram, it was base times height. So 4 times 3 leaves you with 12. Okay? So in other words, plot the points they give you, and then you just find the area of it. Okay? Use your area formulas if you can't remember them. Draw your line so that you can clearly see where your sides stop and start. And then you just plug in the numbers to the formulas. All right? Thanks.